Peace, what's good, y'all? It's Anti-Simp back with a Simp of the Day video with the whole controversy surrounding Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, and people calling Will Smith a simp. I thought I'd do a Simp of the Day as an example of what a simp really is, as opposed to y'all just calling people simps based off of your feminine emotions. Some of y'all just don't know what the word is, and no matter how many times it's shown or seen, you're basically just telling people, you're just calling people simps based off of how you feel, which is not manly at all, basing things off of your emotional logic and your emotional opinions and not actual what the definition is. So I'm somewhat of a social scientist, so I like to watch things, like I consider romantic comedies to be simp films or simp comedies. And so I kind of watch them and dissect them. Many of you probably saw me make a guy, I made a post about a guy being a simp of the day. I think his name was Duncan something from the movie Just Friends, in which you can catch that movie on Netflix. Let me see if I can look it up right quick. It was just last week. His name is Dusty Dinkelman from the movie Just Friends. In the movie, Dusty tried to simp his way out of the friend zone and into a girl named Jamie's pants by singing her songs and saving her during the ice skating hockey incident, and being an overly nice guy to win her over. He actually got mad when she said, "I only think of you as a friend." And he was like, he couldn't believe it. He got out of that phase where he was like this geeky, nerdy, long-haired guy, with glasses, and now he's cut his hair. He's become the town's cop, and he's basically just getting having revenge sex with women who basically put him in the friend zone. And I always say that nice guys aren't real nice guys. A lot of these guys claim to be nice guys aren't real nice guys, and so they're the main ones complaining about getting put in the friend zone. So the movie I was watching was called Crazy Stupid Love, and in the movie it's Steve Carell. He plays a guy named Kyle Weaver, and his wife is played by Julianne Moore, and his wife's name is Emily Weaver. Emily, Kyle didn't know this, but Emily had an affair with a guy named David Lynn. I don't know his last name. I can't pronounce that shit. You could Google this movie. But his name was David. He was played by Kevin Bacon. And in the movie, Kyle's wife Emily had an affair with David, a guy from The Office, and they never separated. See, they never separated, so therefore she cheated on him. She had an affair with another man, and then he actually tried to Kyle tried to actually kill himself, or because she told him the news when they were driving, or was it I think it was at a restaurant. She told him that she had an affair, and then they began driving home. I think it might have been their anniversary or something. I don't remember. I definitely don't remember. Why did I see this movie in the first place? Was it on Netflix? I might have been curious about it. It was on Netflix or something. Either that, or I might have saw it. Like I kind of shadow follow a Instagram page that pretty much posts movies, and I might have saw this up there, and there was something in the movie that made me want to check it out. So his wife Julia is giving him the news that she had an affair, and I think she said she wants a divorce, but even in that event it's a little too late. He ends up having to move out. He gets a U-Haul truck. I did say he tried to kill himself because while she was the one that was driving, he just opens the car door because she's talking and she's telling him all this shit that he really doesn't want to hear. No guy really wants to hear this shit after you tell him that you cheated on him. He's pretty much, I think in his situation, he was broken. So she's driving and she's telling him all this shit that happened, and she had an affair with somebody, and she's going on about how it made her feel good and wanted and desired, and you know, she hasn't felt that way in a long time. And he just opens the door, just like, you know, the car door, just throws himself out of it, and he's like tumbling. And then she's like, stops the car, like, oh, and, you know, she's all concerned about him, and she goes and, you know, helps him get up, and he's like, you know, just stop talking. Basically what he said there, he told her to stop talking, and he would move out by the end of the week or some shit like that. And you know, I guess, you know, he didn't have an issue with signing the divorce papers or letting her go. But what makes him a simp is that despite everything, like, cause he got some game from Ryan Gosling, because he was like, you know, Kyle was a boring guy. So Kyle wanted to be out there playing the field. He'd been married for years. He married his high school sweetheart. So he wanted to learn how to play the game and basically just get love and have like a lot of sex with different women, you know, without strings attached. But I don't think he wanted to hurt with any of them. Ryan Gosling plays a guy named Jacob Palmer. Somebody Kyle had been observing at the bar, basically just, you know, taking women home on a regular. So he approaches them, asks them, you know, to teach him his ways, and he has taught the ways, and he has, like, you know, Kyle has affairs with not affairs because he's single, but Kyle technically he's separated. I don't think they got divorced just yet. So he's separated from his wife, and is in the process of going to the divorce. As I've said in numerous times, you know, in posts and videos, that separation, for those of you who are monogamous, is usually the stage in a marriage that people go to before they decide if they want a divorce or not. You know, they think about it, they take some time apart, and, you know, if they decide to get back together, they do, based off of, you know, who knows, maybe they miss each other, you know, and if they don't, then, you know, they let it be known that they're getting a divorce, and, you know, that's it. That's all there is to it. So I think they were still married, but just separated, and, you know, going through the process of divorce. It was like they definitely weren't going to get back together. So he's playing the field, and he meets a woman who's, you know, I don't think he's like I said, he's playing the field. He does meet a woman who eventually, you know, becomes a woman that he's seen multiple times, and he made her feel really special, whatever the case is, and, you know, he only had the intention of having sex with her, but I think, matter of fact, she was the first joint he actually had sex with, when he was, you know, trying to play the field, and if I recall correctly. So after she, you know, he talks to this woman. This woman is played by, what's her name? She was in The Wrestler as well. Her name is Marcia Tommy. Her name is Kate. You might, if you remember her, she was like the only white girl in A Different World on the first, I believe the first season, and then she was out on the second season. Or she came back on the second season. I don't remember, man. It's been so long since I've seen the show. That, but you know her. She was in The Wrestler. She was also in the Spider-Man movie. She played Peter's Aunt May. So she's in this movie as a woman named Kate, who's a teacher, and she's actually a teacher of his son, but he didn't notice. And, you know, he basically smashing her. Or he smashed her once, and I guess didn't call her back. And then, you know, she runs into him, and, you know, just a whole bunch of shit just pop off. What's funny is that his wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, feels some type of way about it when she finds out, but what she thinks doesn't even fucking matter because she had an affair on him. Like, you don't get to say so in anything at all. You know, you don't get to say how somebody, you know, can deal with their pain. So what makes him the simp in this movie is that by the end of the movie, he decides to give his wife who cheated on him a second chance. That's what makes him a simp. She cheated on him during the marriage. They were not separated. They did not agree to see other people. That's what makes him the simp of the day. Do you follow? You know, he did some pandering. He did some it's some sucker shit, you know. It's some low self-esteem shit. I don't give a fuck what no broad says about the whole thing. You know, you don't give a broad who cheated on you a second chance. Unless, and this is not even in the situation of this movie, unless she is willing to pay a huge fee. And then in the event after you take the fee, you should still dump her ass. That's my take on it. Anyway, that's all the time I have for this video. If you like, you know, this video, give it a thumbs up. All my social media descriptions are in the handles in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.